Alright, so today we're going to be reviewing the top 5 easiest tricks. That's 10. 5 easiest tricks that are beginner combos. You know, you're starting to learn how to get up on the pegs, transfer back and forth from the pegs to pedals. Today I'm riding, obviously, the Throne, the Goon Runner. It's a 29, comes with maxis, hydraulic brakes. It does come with front and rear. I took off the fronts. They come with Tektro hydraulic brakes. I put the Shimano MT400s on here. They did come with metal pedals, I believe, so I switched them out for the SE pedals. This is no promotion to SE, but it's just the pedals that I like because they're the most easiest. Oh, I mean, overall, this is a good bike. The rims are sturdy. Overall, the bike's really sturdy. It's 10 speed. You know, you can do everything with this bike. It has no problems. I've been beating the hell out of this bike, and the only problem I've ever had is the rim is slightly bent, but that's just due to the spokes getting loose from my foot hitting the spokes all the time. But anyways, I fixed my pedal. It's probably not the greatest. I tightened it with my hands, but it comes off or it doesn't, whatever. But anyways, this was probably one of the easiest tricks to do. It's very simple. All you gotta do is look down at your bike, make sure, you know, you're always having one finger on the brakes. And this video is only for people who can actually wheelie, sitting down regularly and that are comfortable, you know, pressing the brake at balance point. I recommend, if you don't know how to actually sit down and wheelie and get comfortable with the wheelie and you're not like forcing to wheelie, I recommend waiting until I drop a how to wheelie video, like actually. But the first trick is going from pedals to pegs and then back to pedals, which is like one of the easiest things you can do. If you're a beginner rider, you don't know how to do this, all you got to do is really use your tippy toes, you know, from like, say, your toe box of your shoe. And once you pick up the bike and get into a wheelie, once you get into a wheelie, you look down. As soon as you look down, you look at the pegs, try to drag your foot back a little bit, make sure you don't go too far back, balance a little bit more, and then as soon as you feel comfortable, make sure you have one of your pedals up like this, you know, and then just land it. And that's pretty much it. That's from pedals to pegs, back to pedals transfer. There's nothing really much to it. It's probably one of the easiest tricks you can do it. This is another easy trick. Is knee knock or foot over, which is putting your knee on the seat and pretty much, you know, getting into the pegs, putting your knee on the seat and just kicking your foot over the frame. It's as simple as that. And all you got to do is get back onto your pegs, or if you feel comfortable enough after having your foot over the frame, all you got to do is go back to your pedals. I always recommend having your tippy toes on your pedals, because if you're, you know, in the middle of your pedal and you have your heel on the pedal, you're not going to have that much balance and it makes you slip off a lot. Don't listen to everybody else. I mean, do what's comfortable for you, but I recommend going on your tippy toes because that's probably one of the best feelings that I prefer, because it makes me feel balanced. And no matter what, I always try to make sure I have control over the bike. You don't want the bike flying away from you, or you don't want the bike going in directions that you don't want it to go in. Yeah, she has a bike. And the person I'm talking about is my mom. She deadass has a bike. She has a mom, it says Mama Bear's Ripper, or it says Mom's Ripper on it. I'm gonna put a photo right here. But I'm with my boy Tristan. He outside. You already know. Bro, he's worming as always. Nah, let me stop. Let's see it, worm. Let's see it, young bull. Come on, one clip. You gotta get in my YouTube video. And Claffy boy.
You know he gon' up it and boom. Uber outside, so you know we got knocked out. Talking crazy, we clear the whole block out. Body, she shake it, I told her, watch out. She get hit, it's gon' feel like a knock. How y'all bowling, y'all know?
See, you got a clip in my video now. Swap. But anyways, the next trick is knee knock, foot over. It's probably another easy trick that a lot of people can do. You see a lot of people doing it on Instagram. It's easy, it's, you know, stylish. You can do whatever you want with it. You can hold it in a wheelie. As soon as you, like when you're going downhill, it looks pretty cool. You know, you can do whatever you want with it, but it's pretty much getting onto the pegs, putting your knee on the seat, sideways, whatever way you feel comfortable. People go this way, I go this way. But after you put your knee on the seat, kick your foot over, go back to the pegs and land it. If you're a little bit more comfortable, you can have your pedal up on whatever side that, you know, you're putting your foot back on, but you put your foot over and you go back straight to the pedal. And then that's pretty much it. So as soon as you get into a regular wheelie, you're gonna wanna, you know, look down at your pegs, or, you know, when you're comfortable, get onto the pegs, put your knee on the seat, and then kick your foot over. And then that's it. Put your foot back on the peg, and then go back to pedals. Vice versa, you go back, put your knee on the seat, kick over, and then go straight back to the pedals. But I didn't land it because I'm a worm. All right, the next trick is, I'm gonna say seat stand. Seat stand is another easy trick that a lot of people do. A lot of people can't wheelie unless they are already doing a seat stand, which is like, you know, getting up on the seat like this already and just like picking up the bike like that. But I'm gonna show you how to get into a wheelie and then go back to your pedals or to your pegs, whatever you feel comfortable with. So just pick up the bike, and then you go to the pegs. As soon as you go to the pegs, put your foot on the seat, whatever foot you feel comfortable with, go up. You could put your foot over like this, whatever, you know, make it stylish. And you could use your feet to balance, as you can see in my shadow. But, you know, as soon as you feel comfortable, have your pedal up and then go back down. And then that's pretty much it. Or you can go seat stand, go back down to pegs, and then go back to your pedals. Whatever feels comfortable for you. I know this one's like very easy to some people, but you know, I'm just including it into this video just for the new riders that are learning combos and, you know, are trying to put, you know, things together to learn. Everything's a learning process. No, I didn't learn in a couple days. Just took me years. It didn't take me a couple days, it took me years. And I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of people, they think, oh, it's so easy to start comboing. Nah, you really gotta, you know, it's mental, physical. You get hurt doing this shit, you could really like hurt yourself. But I recommend, if you're learning, wear a freaking helmet, because I fell numerous of times. I've hit my head, I've hit my face while doing a no hands on my SoCal when I was younger, on the stem right here on the side of my face where my jaw meets my like sideburn. But yeah, no, take it seriously. And a lot of this bike life shit is not a joke. Sometimes you could really get hurt doing all this. So here's the fourth easiest trick, which is like foot over the frame. All you gotta do, you know, get into a regular wheelie, put your foot over the frame. If you feel comfortable enough, you can try both ways. I mean, I'm comfortable enough where I can do both, but you know, once you feel comfortable, you can go up to the pegs, you know, and just put your foot over the frame. Either way, you know, whatever way you want, just land it. That's pretty much it. Whoa! Oh! Clappy see, clappy dude. I just did what you do. The last and final trick is going to be crisscross, and it's probably another easy trick if you're learning, you know, how to combo. You can do it the slower way or the faster way. I'm going to show you the two ways you can do it, but this is one of the harder ways you can do it, which is, you know, dropping straight down to the crisscross, getting up onto your pegs, and just getting into that knee knock, putting your foot over, and just dropping your whole body down. And that's easy. But you could also do the other way. This is the slower way for the crisscross. You're gonna wanna, you know, hop up into a wheelie. As soon as you hop into a wheelie, transfer to your pegs, you know, get that knee knock foot over, put your tippy toe all the way into the peg, put your back foot on. You can come back over like this, switch your knees, and just land it. That's pretty much it. But this is the end of the video. Just you know, like and subscribe. It's free. You don't have to pay, you don't have to do anything. You can just support me by subscribing and, you know, making my dream come true. This is pretty much my first real video starting off my journey. I'm really gonna go and grind YouTube every single day. I'm gonna try to post every day. Don't quote me on that, but I'm gonna do my best. But stay humble, y'all.
I just raced a nigga and took off on him twice. Peg on the front of Glock, but I ain't get this off no bike. It's a dick in it too, but I ain't get it off no dike. We be holding sticks in the air, but we ain't